everyone. Welcome back to Midnight Talks. I'm Jill.
And I'm Shay.
And tonight's episode is Unsolved Mysteries. And, yeah.
Unsolved mysteries. That's what you just said.
Unsolved Mysteries.
I like that.
Thank you. Thank you. That's how I say it in my head. That's how I say it in my head. I will let you guys know we are live on Twitch. We've been going live like every Thursday for almost a solid month. So if you are like, I don't really have time to listen to the podcast during my day, go check us out on Thursday night. Tap that bell so you get that notification that we are live. Me and Shay weekly post the spin the wheel on TikTok, Midnight Talks the podcast on TikTok to see what this week's topic is. And don't forget about that giveaway.
Yes, we need you guys to enter. We have after this week, we have one more week that you can enter the giveaway, and then it'll be over. And if you never enter, then you can never win. It's just like the lottery, okay? If you don't play, you ain't gonna win.
She says just like the lottery.
The lottery, not that we condone gambling. Not that we condone gambling.
Not me say straight gambling.
Yeah, but join the giveaway. Literally, enter. It literally takes less than like maybe 10-15 seconds.
Yeah.
And you get some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
Literally done.
I know to enter you have to follow us on TikTok and comment your favorite midnight snack.
Yes, and it's literally that simple. And you get a $50 Amazon gift card. You get Midnight Talks merch, which is a t-shirt, a journal, and a mug. And then you get a blanket and a candle. And maybe some other little goodies in there too. So why not?
Yeah. So, and me and Shay post weekly on TikTok. And I know that we're kind of brewing up some new ideas, trying to just get content overall. We also are planning on streaming on Twitch next week. So, if you want to hear us yap away.
TikTok.
Did I say Twitch?
Yeah. I was like, we're on
Twitch. Too many T's. We're going live on TikTok next Tuesday, which would be frick. So we post on Monday, so you'll listen to this and be like, oh, they go live tomorrow.
Yeah.
You're welcome
tomorrow.
For the schedule.
But not for you live people. That's not tomorrow for you.
Yeah.
That's the 24th of February.
There we go. Throwing dates. I like it.
Yeah, a little professionalism.
We're not that professional on this podcast. But
no, and we ain't never gonna be.
Today we got professional with our Google Slides.
Yeah, we really did. I'm actually proud of us. Instead of using the same old Google Doc.
My husband said I would never put that much time of my free time on that. I'm like, I got a podcast to run. Yeah.
Yeah, we love the podcast. We're going to put in whatever we need to for you guys because that's what matters.
I got a podcast to run. We got a podcast to run. We got to put in a
podcast. We can't be doing no freaking Goodwill Google Doc. No, I'm just joking. I love the Goodwill.
I'm dead. She said Goodwill Google Doc.
Goodwill Google Doc.
That's so funny. Okay.
I'm joking.
Sorry, I was opening Twitch to make sure that we can actually see the chat because I did recognize that sometimes it doesn't show everything.
Yeah, here. Unfortunately, Riverside kind of.
It does my hair so weird. Like it makes me backwards. How do you fix that? Because I don't like that. Hold on.
Backwards. Oh, I see. My poster's backwards. Upside, like, what do you call it? Dupe? Like a little. What'd you call that? Reverse?
Yeah, like y'all making me straight up look silly. Like my forehead massive. It's not that big.
Stop. You're scaring me about my.
No,
you
joking.
have bangs to hide yours. And look, I done told y'all, or Jill pointed out. She was like, your hair looks brown. And I was like, It's literally.
We actually just got a comment. Hey mate, I really love your stream and enjoy being a part of your fan community. Would you mind adding me up on Discord? Um, so I will save your username, and then like if you watch or if you are follow us on TikTok, actually, we are making a Discord channel. I am working on it. Shay has been like, "Hey, when are we doing this thing?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry."
Hey,
I was working on
reminder.
I was working on a new job endeavor. So, I've been quite occupied with that. But you can communicate with me and Shay through our Discord channel once it's open.
Yes, we would love that. Absolutely.
Sweet.
We'll get on that, Jill.
I'm gonna just hide behind my bangs.
Don't, you can't do that.
But so glad that you're here, you're part of here and being a fan of the community. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. We love you so much. Honestly. Oh gosh. I'm ready to get into these mysteries.
Yes. And
Two
Shay
mysteries.
said for some reason I'm up first.
It's just, I feel like I should watch the Twitch since I can't talk.
I would appreciate that if you watched it, just to make sure that people's messages do go through. I just need to drink some water.
Girl,
before.
You know what?
Okay. All right. Are we ready?
Hang on. Oh my gosh, I almost completely got out of this. Tell me I'm not lagging it again. Hello? I'm talking.
I'm joking.
Girl, I don't know what to do. I'm hardwired, and I got my whole PC hardwired. I said, it's still lagging.
Dude, that was so funny. I was just like, I was really trying to hold my composure. I was really trying to hold it in.
I was like, hello? Like, what in the heck?
That was so funny.
Last week scarred me. Don't even do that again.
We had so many technical difficulties. It was so frustrating. So I'm really glad that you have hardwired your computer. I can't speak tonight. Like, what is happening?
I can't speak ever, so that's just oh my god, I'm shutting up. Goodbye.
That's how I feel tonight. I'm just like, I can't speak tonight. Like, what happened to my English? Okay. So let me go ahead and share my screen.
Let's see. I'm ready. I'm excited.
Okay. So today's unsolved mystery is the 2001 Anthrax mailer. So if you guys never heard of this, you're fixing to be educated, and if you have heard of this, maybe there's some new information that you have never heard of before, and you're gonna be like, wow, I learned something new today. So let's get into it. So what is anthrax? Because you're gonna hear that word and be like, I've never heard this before. It's some kind of rare disease. It's serious, caused by spore-forming Bacillus anthracis. I listened to it on Google just to make sure I was pronouncing it right, and I probably still didn't, but that's okay. Bacteria, which naturally exists in soil and primarily affects livestock and wildlife. It causes severe illness, damaging like death, tissue. Oh my gosh, I said that backwards. Death by damaging tissue, suppressing the immune system, and causing organ failure, manifesting primarily skin lesions. It kind of comes as a meningitis. That's how it looks. Like when you go to the hospital, it looks like meningitis. And then when you look at it under a microscope, you can tell that it's actually not that. Skin things as blisters, bumps, often looks like an infectious bite. And then for the inhalation is spores are inhaled, causing fever, cough, and chest discomfort, initially rapidly progressing into severe breathing difficulties, shock, meningitis. It is often fatal if not treated immediately. The inhalation is the version we will actually be covering, and it has a 90% mortality rate. So it is quite scary.
Scaring me already.
A lot of things
Gosh.
happened in 2001, so.
Yeah, shoot.
Okay. The first attack on the American people. On October 2nd, 2001, a man, Robert Stevens, went into the hospital because he was critically ill. The doctor struggled to pinpoint what exactly was his symptoms until he looked closely under the microscope. He examined the spinal fluid and discovered the specific kind of bacteria, back, bacteria. You're going to hear me struggle saying this word today.
Girl, I said I don't even know
Bacillus.
how to help you.
Yeah, I think it's bacillus. That was a blue rod shaped. The only kind of strand could be anthrax. So this doctor is like looking and he's just like, oh my gosh, like, because it's not something that people usually always come in contact with. And when a person does come in contact with anthrax, it's like a CDC phone call. It's like, hey, like, we got to get somebody in here. Like, federal agents are told, like, the government is involved because someone's breathing it, and why are they breathing it? So, locating the source. After Robert Stevens passed, shortly after, the FBI was working on pinpointing how this exposure even happened. Not long after October 12th, 2001, a few victims fell from New York and DC fell from anthrax. Anonymous letters were being laced with anthrax powder and being mailed out to various people, such as media outlets and US senators. So I find it interesting, like the different kind, like the handwriting. This is one thing that really, like, because there's multiple suspects in this case, that's why it's technically unsolved. There's some theories that's a lone wolf, and it'll kind of go through that when you listen more. But I feel like this is only one person's handwriting. Would you agree?
Yeah, I'm looking at it and it looks pretty much, especially the both the senators. Um I mean, the editor one is a little sloppy, but like I feel like it could still be in the same, like the same person did that. If you really got down to it, like they do their R's the same and everything. Like if you analyze that, that's the same person.
And to me, the editor one, I think that was the first one. And I think that's why it
Yeah.
does look so different. I also want to say hi to my dad. He said hi. So,
Hello.
um, and also the slant writing. You know how
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
falling.
It adds up.
Yeah. So this told me, like, looking at this, was like, I feel like this is one person. Hi, Alex.
Hello, Alex and Kenna too.
Hi,
She said hi.
Kenny. Yeah. She did say hi. Sorry, I missed that. Okay. So these are the three main anthrax suspects that will kind of be discussed in this. First one is Al Qaeda. Well, obviously, because it's 2001 and on 9/11, main suspect was Al Qaeda being a part of that. So a lot of things were like, this was not even a month after 9/11. So who would have done this? It's probably, someone who hates America right now. Another person was Dr. Stevens Hatfill and then Bruce Ivins. They both worked at this same scientist facility called Frederick. I don't know. It's in my notes. You'll see it here. They worked at the same facility. Fort Detrick. Yeah,
I
that.
thought you froze because you were like,
No, I just glitched. I was like, what is this called? Fort Detrick. Detrick. Yeah. It's hard doing something when you've like only heard people say it like one or two times, so then you have to say it exactly how it's said properly.
yeah. And they
But
could not even be.
exactly. These two guys worked in the same lab. Okay. So, first off, we want to identify the motive. On November on Nov- Hello. In November, 4 more people ended up dying by this killer, and then suddenly the mailings stopped. Special Agent Richard Lambert is the main FBI agent to look into this case. He had 4 different possibilities. It could be international terrorists, domestic terrorists, state-sponsored attack, or a lone wolf. And like I said, this kind of goes back into my theory that it was a lone wolf because of the same like handwriting, like spelling. So I was like, wow, okay. America has their own weapon facilities and would have multiple different scientists look into the anthrax crime. Bruce Ivins, Henry Hine, and Paul Klein. Julie said, Wi-Fi doing good, I guess.
We are hardwired over here. No chances.
Taking no chances. Okay. This is the Ames strand. The FBI, I literally struggled when I did this with Sawyer. I messed up talking so much, so I need y'all to bear with me. The FBI shipped a live sample to Paul Klein's lab, and that's when they discovered the worst news. It was an American-based strand of anthrax, known as Ames strand. In 1984, the specific strain was isolated from a cow that died of anthrax and was sent to U.S. facilities and labeled as an important research tool. The facility it was shipped was a United States Army Fort Detrick, which is where Dr. Bruce Ivins works at. Him and his team identified the strand as one of the most deadliest strands ever discovered.
That's crazy. Also, Julia said how you know it's me because your username is always the same.
Yeah, let's go like, what? Not to out you, but it's the same. Also, you're like the only person in my life that says kosher. That's like Shay's making the true face, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard.
Investigating the suspect list. As the Ames strand was discovered, the fact that Al-Qaeda was a suspect was slowly being crossed off the list. The Ames strand told investigators that it would be an American scientist. All scientists were polygraphed, and all scientists passed the polygraph exam. Even Dr. Bruce Ivins, he passed the polygraph. A former colleague that worked at Fort Detrick, Dr. Steve Hatfield, became a prime suspect. He wrote a fictional book about bioterror attack on released on Washington. Sorry.
You've got it. You've got it.
At the time of the attack, he was taking high doses of antibiotics. The theory was he was trying to protect himself from anthrax while stuffing them in the mailers. He was publicly announced as a person of interest, and his home was even searched. Not long after his doctor announced his innocence, that the antibiotic was purely for his sinus infection, Dr. Stevens Hatfield went and demanded a public apology from the FBI and sued them for $5.82 million.
Oh my gosh, did he win?
I meant to Google this earlier. Actually, hold that thought.
I'm so curious. Suing the FBI. I mean, hey. He's like, you ain't gonna slander me.
I'm gonna say he won because it says these specific people from the Justice Department violated his constitutional rights and the Privacy Act.
Okay, so he probably won. We love you, Julie. Thanks for joining. She gotta go.
Thank you for joining. Have a good night. Yeah, I'm gonna say he won. I don't know if he got the full like almost $6 million, but I know he probably won.
Yeah, something.
Okay. Oh wait, why did it? Okay. In 2002, the FBI is still searching for the killer. The Ames strand was used in 16 different U.S. laboratories and was difficult to pinpoint which specific labs it would be coming from, until some of the colleagues at Fort Detrick recognized the different kinds of patterns in sets of petri dishes. Example, so there's morph A, B, C, D, and E. So it's almost like a human fingerprint, which I will say that in a second, the different kinds of patterns when it's like rubbed on a petri dish and grown. The 4 different kinds of patterns gave them a code that the kind of growth was the same, was the equivalent as a finger pattern. Dr. Dave Rasco was given the task to figure out the genome sequencing within the organism. Once the DNA was decoded, they could pinpoint which kind was used in the anthrax attack. I don't know if I specify this in the next one, but it took them almost like 6 years to do this, to assign and figure out every single genome sequencing for each strand.
I can only imagine, like, even look, I'm confused looking at that, but I know it's like,
It was
it's
like,
for a purpose. Just
yeah. It was just like really wild to like know that it took that much time. Like this happened in 2001, and right now we're in 2002, where this is where they finally start trying to figure out the genome sequencing for something. They've never had to do it. Like
yeah,
they
so it's
were
their first
given,
time.
yeah, they were given this in 1981 to research, and now they're having to research it for like a real purpose for an attack. 6 years later, after identifying all strains, the FBI subpoenaed a strand of the Amos strand from each lab, then extracted and looked for the signatures of the morphs. In 2007, there was a match to a specific kind of flask, RMR 1029. This flask's custodian was Dr. Bruce Ivins. Suddenly, all of the evidence is pointing to him. He was one of the scientists appointed to help investigate the case. But the problem was at least 20 different labs received material from this flask, so they were unable to claim that Bruce Ivins or any of his team members were associated with the attack. So people could like rebuttal and say, well, this flask was given to all these different labs. How would it tie to him? How can we just pinpoint and
Yeah.
say it was Bruce Ivins? And that's what's really difficult about tracking something down that is not identified, that is not really discovered, that wasn't really a priority for the American people to really worry about.
Yeah. It's crazy though, a little sus.
Yeah. So this is where Bruce becomes the main suspect. The growth process to turn the anthrax into the inhalation powder would require long hours. The FBI investigates the time of the attacks and his timesheets and saw that he was working extremely long hours. He was even working by himself. I did not specify that in here, but he was also working by himself these very long hours around the time of the attack, and it was considered an anomaly in his work schedule. So it kind of looked more sus, as you will, and it was just, he couldn't explain it. Some claim that the work of being a scientist, his colleagues were unconvinced that Bruce Ivins would have been the killer. The theory was that he drove 3 hours to a different mailbox and then drove 3 hours back in time to be ready for work. This is the distance from Frederick, where the facility is, to Princeton, where the first letter was mailed. Something else I wanted to add was in the lab during this investigation, they would all joke with each other and say, oh, I think you're this high on the suspect list, and I think you're this low on the suspect list. And Bruce would actually put himself quite high on purpose. And maybe that's to throw off the trail, or maybe just to be funny.
He's looking more and more sus every second you talk.
I feel like it's this guy, but I'm not sure.
Come on, investigators.
So the whole thing, like listening to this, right? What was the motive? What was the motive behind Bruce? Why would he do this? Because it's not like there was people in his lab that were terrorizing him or making fun of his job. He is the custodian of this. He is the main appointed person for the anthrax at this specific facility. It sounds like his personal life was good. Him and his wife, they had 2 adopted children. what's the motive, you know? It's just weird. One of the things that the FBI and colleagues struggled the most is what was the motive here? Why would he do the attack? Some people say it was rumored that the research was going to be defunded, and Ivan made a reason for it to be continued to be funded. But that was debunked after Bruce's program was fully funded in 2001 and stable for years to come. He even had a patent for anthrax vaccine. Another theory was that this was a way to boost royalty checks, but it was just a fraction of a percentage that he would be shared with other colleagues that would help alongside the research. So even this motive would be debunked. So what is the reasoning? And I feel like this is something that FBI agents still really struggle with because, well, it is fully funded. In 2001, it was fully funded, and they wanted to continue the research. And the royalty checks wasn't worth it because it was going to be split within colleagues. So, what was the reason? And something that I have always theorized, because he did write in the letters like death to America, death to Israel, like things like that. This was like right after 9/11, and he would actually put the date. He would write like 9/11/2021. Sorry. And part of me is like, did he just use that as a tactic scared to lead the FBI off of the Al Qaeda trail? And I do want to say I'm saying him, but we obviously don't know because it's unsolved. We don't know if it's actually Bruce. But that was a theory I always had. Like, he just hopped on the bandwagon of, oh, like, this just happened on 9/11. I'm going to hop on this bandwagon and, like, add the scare.
Yeah, take full advantage of that. Because, yeah, that's what they did, clearly.
Yeah. That's, like, the only motive I could think of is just taking an opportunity to add terror.
Yeah. Just a sick individual looking to add more.
Yeah. In 2008, Bruce Ivins had become the main suspect in this anthrax killer case. Still, his colleagues believed that it could not be him. So the FBI did some digging and found that Ivins indeed had some different problems. One of the things that stuck out to them was the obsession he had for sorority called Kappa Kappa Gamma. Back in 1960, on 2 different occasions, he burglarized 2 different sorority houses and took ritualistic materials. That's what they called it. I don't really
Ah,
know what that means, and I think that's kind of odd. But this is the part that kind of gets me where I start to believe that the FBI is trying to paint him as the killer and not as, like, they're just trying to find reasons to point it to him. Because to me, something from 1960 and 2001, like, that is such a far stretch.
way far stretch.
Right.
And how
So,
old was he in the 1960s?
I'm gonna probably say is probably like quite young. I mean,
Yeah, like was
uh,
he in college himself? Because like that would also make a lot of sense.
1946.
Okay, yeah, then totally. That then this is stupid. Then that's stupid.
See, and that was something like some of his colleagues and people were talking about as they felt like the FBI was trying to find someone to purposely point and be like, this is the guy, you know.
Yeah,
The flask obviously doesn't help, but they're digging things up and painting this Kappa Kappa Gamma thing as like this horrific thing. Was it cool? No. But was it 1960s when he was a teenager? He's probably 18 years old and was talking to some girls or whatever, you know?
or he could have been in a frat himself, and like they were, you know
True.
how they have to do stuff like, and it's just fun at that age. So like that's a little insane.
I'm like, that's a 40-year time difference. And to even bring
Yeah.
that up as a potential, like, they called it a dark past. I don't, I'm like, maybe there's things that the FBI left out and they just didn't want to disclose it and it was a bit darker than they wanted to cover. But I just found this as not relevant evidence to the case. The flask is, you know, on July 12, 2008, the FBI was tipped off by a group of therapists with some alarming information about Ivan. During the Anthrax mailings, he was actually attending group therapy and saying very intense things, like treating homicide on. Sorry, I misspelled. I had a typo. It's threatening, like threatening homicide on the FBI or intent of unaliving himself. He even talked about killing coworkers. After these tips came in, the FBI raided his home. They found things that would consider Ivan as unstable or dangerous, such as body armor and 350 rounds of ammunition. Could he possibly retaliate against the FBI or even his coworkers? Some of his coworkers believed that the way the FBI painted him out to be was who he actually was as a person and felt cherry picked, and if they were trying to paint him as the killer in their favor. So some people believe like they're just trying to say, oh, because he's a gun owner, he wants to kill himself and kill his coworkers. The group
Yeah.
therapy thing is kind of interesting. Um, to me, I'm like, do we not see that part right there? You know, where he says all that stuff.
Yeah.
But his coworkers really defend him and say like, I don't feel like this is Bruce. Like, I feel like the FBI is trying to paint him out worse than he is. And maybe someone made fake evidence. Because I feel like that people have done that. I mean, people have had to do that, right? Like,
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. That is crazy though.
so like part of me is like always like when I'm listening to this, I'm like, okay, the thing from the 1960s is irrelevant information. Yes, he's a gun owner, but does that make him suicidal? But then what he said in therapy, it's like, whoa, that's a little
Yeah.
interesting. Like that's a red flag.
It
For
is.
sure.
Big red flag.
Oh, why is it not? Okay. The FBI went and took him in to add pressure to Ivan to see if he would talk. He began drinking heavily so much in July 2008, he was sent into psychiatric evaluation to get help. His wife picks him up and takes him to the local drugstore. He purchases a large amount of acetaminophen, antidepressant, and antipsychotics medication. Ivan writes a note to his wife stating he has a headache and let him sleep. He takes an excessive amount of acetaminophen that night, and his wife finds him on the floor in a coma. He was taken to Frederick Hospital as his liver and kidneys were under severe attack. The nurse asked him if he overdosed intentionally, and he nods as he agrees what she said. He passed away 2 days later. August 2008, the FBI named Bruce Ivans as the Anthrax mailer killer.
Wow.
Reading that, like listening to this, I listened to this story twice actually, and I just have mixed feelings because there's something that I didn't type in here, but I was going to actually talk about it. In 2001, where like the whole war was happening with Al Qaeda and everything, American soldiers actually discovered where Al Qaeda obtained anthrax, and they were actually having like a lab, and these soldiers like took pictures and evidence, and there's like writings where they're talking about how they actually obtained anthrax in 2001. So the guy Richard Lambert that was assigned to this case does not believe that Bruce Ivans was the killer. And see, that's really interesting to me because I'm like, this is the main guy. Like, Bruce has been such a key suspect this entire time, and people believe this is not enough evidence to prosecute, to blame it on somebody. On top of, Richard Lambert does not believe that he was the guy. And like I said, the only thing that falls apart with Bruce's thing is what was the motive?
Yeah.
Because his research was funded, like his life seemed fine. You know, he had his own obstacles. Maybe he was fighting mental health issues, and he was saying those things because he was fighting himself inside. But it's just difficult, you know? Like, how do you really say this person is it when there's so many other potential possibilities out there?
Yeah, I think that is crazy. And also, like, I know they had different technology like then than we do now, but like, even going as far as like, because we were analyzing like the handwriting, did they analyze it and compare it to his handwriting? Like,
That's what I was wondering. I wondered the same thing. I didn't hear about that at all. And I'm like, did y'all not think about that? Like, I want to know about the
yeah.
handwriting. Like, I want to see what his handwriting looked like comparatively to those letters.
Yeah, because there are certain letters in there, like, and I know people can like do different handwriting, but you could tell like someone has the same R's or the same O's. They're probably gonna mimic that in their like that's their actual handwriting. And back then, I don't know if people looked into that very closely, but like, did you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I was wondering that too, if they noticed that, you know. I was just so thrown off by this case because I understand why they blamed him. Like, he seemed mentally unstable. He worked in the lab. The Ames strand was tied to his flask. It really does point to him. But what are the tiniest, like, possibilities, right? That one of the 20 labs that they sent from the flask, someone from Al Qaeda obtained that. Like, what is the tiniest of chances? And some people believe that the reason why Bruce unalived himself was because he was so paranoid, because he was so mentally unwell, that he was so scared about his reputation. You know, as a scientist, he was well respected and he wanted to uphold his name, and he did
yeah,
not want to tarnish his name from this uh accusation. So
yeah.
people theorize that he unalived himself because the pressure got to him, not because he did it.
Yeah, if he didn't do it, it was definitely the pressure, especially because like their FBI is like pushing to talk, pushing that it's him, pushing everything. He's being like all these things are being dug from his past or whatever. They're trying to paint him whatever. And like yeah, like he is sus. Some of him is sus. But also like things aren't adding up on his line when you really look at the whole picture.
Yeah.
Like where's the motive? Where's everything? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. And I feel like that, like I said, that's just something we'll never get. Like, what was the motive or who was the real person? Like, I would say 75% of me says it was him, and then 25% says it wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah, because he is sus. We will say that.
Oh, for
But
sure.
like, I don't know. Really, they needed to do more research. I mean, they very well could have, but then why wouldn't we see that as evidence as to why he was the killer? You know what I mean?
Right.
You think you would back that up, especially after this man killed himself?
Yeah. Yeah. It's just really odd case, and I heard it before about like 2 years ago, and I was like, I feel like this is the case I want to talk about.
Yeah, I've heard it before too, but never so in depth, and it's very interesting. So I'm glad that you picked that because and it really like we will never know,
Yeah.
honestly.
There was another anthrax attack, I think in the 80s, 70s or 80s. They were putting anthrax in Tylenol.
I remember that the Tylenol killer or something, and then
Yeah.
that's why they like made the safety seals and like all
Yeah.
the 9 yards they do today.
Yeah, it's crazy to think like uh the guy that I was listening to, like one of his colleagues talk about it. He was saying like back in the day before, 9/11 and everything, you could just walk around with whatever in your pocket. You could just get on an airplane and it didn't matter what you had, and the
Yeah.
same thing for like to think now and like we're in the society we live, not having safety caps on medication, insane,
Wild.
because there's so many people who could uh disrupt, what's the word, tamper.
Tamper with it, yeah.
Yeah, it's just wild to think like the difference from then to now.
Yeah, it's like they lived in such a different world, and I can't imagine like growing up in that era where like nothing was
No
sealed
seatbelts.
or nothing was this, like it didn't matter. But then like now,
Yeah.
like they're probably like, oh my gosh, like everything is controlled, which it should be because we have crazy, crazy psychos everywhere.
Yeah. Like my mom was like, I remember when we didn't have to wear seatbelts back in the day. I'm like, put on your dang seatbelt, woman.
I know my mom's like, I remember we didn't have to lock the doors. Now we have to freaking check them every 5 seconds, make sure they're locked. We didn't
Yeah.
have to lock the doors at night. Like, where are you? I
And
couldn't
see,
even imagine.
I can't. I cannot imagine. Like, I could not sleep knowing my door was potentially
No.
unlocked. Like, I'm getting up out of bed. I'm checking it 3 times. Checking when I go to the bathroom.
Same.
Like, I'm gonna take a damn picture of the lock. Make sure.
I know every time I like walk by, like when I'm going to bed, I'm like, let me look. And if I can't see, like, it plays tricks on you. So you got to get closer and be like, it's locked. I see it. Like, it's
You ever
here.
check your phone alarm like 3 or 5 times?
Yeah, there might be something wrong with this, but
It's so funny. Like, I'll like wake up early on accident. Like, I'll wake up before my alarm and check my alarm. But like, is it working?
is it still here?
Yeah,
It may
because
have not.
I've had it happen actually. It was like an iPhone thing where if there was like a new update or something, it wouldn't go off and it made me miss work twice and I was so scared of missing work. So,
Yeah, we have to set we have a hatch alarm, we have the phones. Like, no, we have to have multiple. I can't just trust the iPhone, okay? It's done me dirty too many times.
I felt that. I really felt that. I should get something simple. Okay.
Yeah, literally just like a regular alarm clock, just as a side, like just in case.
Yeah. Yeah. 1 second. I'm just going to say okay. There we go. Yeah. So, what's your final thoughts on this story? Or, yeah, mystery.
Crazy, but I don't know. I'm with you. Like, some of me thinks that he did it, but then the other part of me is like, there is really nothing. I feel like they would have had more substantial evidence to even back this up. It's like they claimed his past, they claimed a lot of things, but where's the actual, besides the cup thing? I forgot what it's called. I don't ask me, but
Oh, the
what's it
flask.
called? Thank you. Did I fail chemistry? We were not going to talk about that, but
I would have failed if COVID didn't happen.
well, yeah, you gotta.
Well, hey, I
No,
actually
but-
did pretty good tonight.
Yeah, you did.
But anyway, you were
yeah.
saying,
I
sorry,
don't know.
about the flask.
No, you're good. Besides, like, some evidence, I feel like there could be more. And I think it's because it was the 2000s. There's just not going to be. And there probably never will be. They closed the case, clearly, because they named this man, because they were like, I'm done dealing with it. But the thing is, did it, like, I guess it was so far gone, like 2008 is when he kind of passed away. So I was like, when did it all stop? But like, I don't know. It's so.
It happened in October, and then the tax stopped in November. So it was such a short span.
And they just think this man. I don't know. I don't know what I believe. Oh my gosh! Like, they just think this man just did it for like such a short time after that happened, and he's like, I'm never doing it again.
And see, that's what I thought too. Was like this was the other theory that I thought. Right? Like, okay, say if he was so mentally ill that he was like, I want to help the FBI solve the case. Like, I want to be painted as like this war hero, or like I want to, but to me, my brain debunks that when there's no improved research that comes out of him. It comes out of
Yeah.
um Dr. Klimes and Dr. like Raskos. Like those are the two people that have huge developments with the genome tracking or the genome sequencing and the tracking. So, because I was like, maybe he just wanted to show his like research capabilities. Like he wanted to show off and like do a crime to get the FBI working so he has something to do at work. But I feel like that's just such a weird reason.
Yeah. I mean, unless you're crazy. I mean, which obviously he has to be if he's doing this, but like that would be a crazy reason. I'm so
Yeah.
bored at work. I'm gonna give y'all some extra jobs to do.
But he was like a church man and sung, and he had two adopted children, and people said he was like funny. And I find it weird. I find it really weird because people say it's the complete opposite of what the FBI paints him out to be from who they know him as.
Yeah, it's just all of it is a bit weird. And
The other thing I thought about was as a lab lab worker, they did point out a really good thing, which was you work long hours, right? So that means that you're constantly getting to know these people for hours on end. So
that's true.
I'm so torn. I'm so torn.
So am I. Like, there's literally this is probably what happened to FBI. They're like, oh, well, he's
We
dead
gotta
now, so
label
now we can
somebody.
just pin it.
Yeah. They needed to close the case. So I don't blame
I
them.
mean, yeah, it just like if he didn't do this and like he had so much pressure that he felt like he had to unalive himself, that's really sad. But at the same time, if he did it, I don't know. It's really a 50-50 toss up.
Yeah.
But that sucks that he had to lose his life if he didn't do it because of all the pressure the FBI put.
This is my last theory that if he did unalive himself because of the pressure, like think about it. It was a 7-year case.
Yeah.
Like that's a long time. And I wonder if it like just consumed him so much that either the guilt really got to him from him doing it or the pressure of being blamed for it and losing his integrity.
Yeah. To me though, if you're gonna go all out like that for your job or whatever intention, like at some point you're not gonna care that you're named the killer. You're like, aha, it was me all along. But like
Like
this
Stephen
man was
Hatfill.
losing sleep over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he was like, FBI apologized to me. I'm gonna sue you for $6 million. Like,
He's like, you ain't gonna do.
you ain't gonna blame me for nothing, pal. So that's the other part that I'm like, I think the guilt got consumed him.
Yeah. It's sad, but crazy. But also, we will never know.
Oh, sorry, my last theory. What if he
She got.
like I know, right? What if he coincidentally used the attack on 9/11 to actually hurt a senator because he didn't like him? There was something he was saying. Like I want to know at that time period like what was his political beliefs?
Yeah,
Because
honestly.
let me see if I can go back up. Hold on. Why aren't you? Because it says fourth grade Greendale School. So he is lying and saying he's a school and he sent it to these senators, right? So it's like it
Yeah.
unfortunately affected civilians and maybe it got to him because he realized that he affected real people's lives and not the politicians he wanted to go after. So he used 9/11's attacks as a cover up to make it look like it was a terrorist attack, but it was actually him because he now viewed it as his chance.
That's honestly a super smart theory because, like, yeah, like, he just wanted to hurt these people.
Yep.
But it ended up being a wider scale than he probably thought. And he was like, oh my gosh, like, And then the guilt just ate him up from there.
That was like my biggest theory, was like, if it was really him, these were the people that was supposed to be affected and not the people who were actually affected, like the casualties, not the, I don't think these were, like, how
Yeah.
does he know Robert Stevens, like,
Yeah, I don't know. Well, honestly, I'd be very curious to see what these people were about too. Because, like, what if they were trying to defund something like that he was doing? I
true,
don't know.
true, maybe he was affecting that kappa kappa gamma, and
You took away my ladies.
yeah, my ladies, yeah, but I mean, I feel like that's probably the best theory. FBI, if you're listening.
Yeah. FBI, if you're listening, hire Jill because she clearly got the theories going.
Correct the motherfucking case on Midnight Talks, bro.
Cracked.
Crack that hoe wide open. Okay, I think they're probably ready to hear you and stop hearing all my theorizing theories and my theories of
Hey,
theorizing.
I loved it. You what?
I did some research on this hoe.
Just a theorizing theorizing.
I was just being silly.
That reminds me of the birthday gift, my birthday party, my birthday something. I forgot.
Oh, that's so funny.
Okay, I'm gonna get off of Twitch now. So you're
Okay, I got
responsible
Twitch
for the
open.
chat, even though
Yeah.
I wasn't even that responsible. I was locked in. I said, "Girl, this case."
She said, "This motherfucking tea." I'm in it. I'm in it.
I am. Okay, give me 2 seconds.
Kenny said, "I like your story." Oh, thank you. I was trying to think. I was like, did I post something on Instagram?
I like your story.
Like,
Jill's like,
how
what?
on TikTok you can like do a story? I'm so silly. Wow. I can't believe that's where my brain.
You did good. Yeah.
Well, I was actively opening TikTok to see if our Twitch thing got anything. That's why.
Oh, gotcha.
It has a whopping of 3 views. Wow. We're doing so good.
Thank you to the 3 viewers. I feel like famous
I'm
right
famous. I'm famous. But thank you, Kenny. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you got to listen to my story.
She's like crazy. The conspiracies deepened.
I know, right? She's probably never heard of Anthrax in her freaking life.
Yeah.
Does she know about 9/11? I'm just like, does she know?
I don't think so.
That's crazy.
You know, everyone's like, oh, I remember where I was on 9/11. Like, obviously, if you were born then. But I'm like, I don't know.
I was in the process.
She was getting cooked. Probably should. Okay. Stop.
My mom and dad are gonna hear this and be like,
please stop.
Oh, that was so funny. I need to get up for 2 seconds because my leg hurts, so I'll be back.
You're golden. You're good.
Golden. We're going up.
Up is our moment. Oh my gosh. Now I gotta entertain y'all. Oh Lord. I hate when this happens. How was y'all's night, day, evening, morning, night, day? I hope it was good. I had a good day. Yeah. I'm not awkward. You're awkward. Actually, no. Don't do that.
I was gonna tell you, I almost at a Hot Topic, I found the cat tights and I almost bought them. I put them back because what?
Don't put them back. You need to go back and get them now.
I bought I can't reach it.
If my mic unplugs, okay.
I bought these.
Cutie! No, go back now.
Well,
cat tights for nostalgia.
I know, right? We could do it for emo night. We gotta have one again.
Yeah, but someone don't even live over this
Oh my
away.
god, I'm coming back in May, bro. May.
So you want us to just have a random emo night in May for my birthday month? My birthday, part of my birthday gift, my birthday.
I think we're flying in either the 9th or the 16th.
Oh.
I don't know yet. Just
Y'all
depends.
just visiting or you have something actually?
Jacob's graduating.
Graduation.
Oh, I had to think if I said the day he was graduating because I'm like, oh, I don't really want to.
Don't do that. Yeah, don't say that.
That's why I like stuttered. I was like, should I? Did
You
I?
could be there on my birthday weekend. No.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. So, would y'all celebrate your birthday on the 16th?
Probably.
Okay. So,
I guess we'll have to see. Maybe I'll have an emo night birthday. Who wants to come to my emo night birthday? You guys.
Well, me and Sawyer may be there, so we'd be down.
See? Yeah. And all of our fans. Just. Hey, we throw some crazy good parties, okay?
Y'all
Y'all don't
ragers, y'all.
Yeah. I'm done. Especially that one with those, where we were pretending to be guys. Anyway.
Oh, that shit was so funny. Oh my gosh.
So
I had to think about what you were talking about for 2 seconds.
People that have never seen us, like, what do you mean you pretended to be a man? It was funny, okay?
That is not
That's
true,
it.
Alex. Did you see what he said? That is not true.
No, what did he say?
Jill, you sleep through half the parties. I have since I turned like 21.
Isn't that when you're supposed to be the most fun?
No, because I did a lot of shit before then.
No, she didn't. Her dad's not listen. No, she didn't. Is your dad back in here?
Oh,
no, she didn't. She never.
I forgot.
Oh my gosh.
It's fine. We're fine.
I actually love telling my mom stuff like from back in the day and like shocking her. She's like, I'm like, aha, I can't get in trouble, or can I? Actually, I don't know.
That's so funny. No,
She's like,
he knew we were crazy. He knew we were kind of crazy.
I was not. Excuse me. I didn't do a single thing. What are you talking about? Don't look at me like that.
Bad influence. No, I'm joking.
Oh my. Let's get on with this. Let's get on before I get called out some more.
I'm joking.
I know you're messing. Okay.
Best influence, buying me yummy Japanese snacks.
Japanese snacks.
Honestly,
Outback.
you probably kept me out of like crazy shit because we were just like, we were big chilling, like listening to music late at night.
Yeah, that is true.
Besides that flu, I won't get into that.
If you dare with the flu, what's happening?
I was laughing, I was hitting my desk, and then I realized that y'all can hear that. That's quite loud for y'all. Sorry. So sorry.
That's okay. I'm trying to get my stuff together. Hang on 1 second. You can entertain. Do a song or something.
So, Shay got the flu, and we were supposed.
Wait. What are we doing?
We were supposed to hang out, and she got the flu, so I decided to be a little crazy, and I got in big trouble. And I called her, and I was like, "You shouldn't have got the flu, because I messed up." She's like, "You can't blame me." I was like, "I'll blame you for the rest of my life."
And she has, because literally every time I'm like, she's like, if you didn't get the flu, then I wouldn't have done what I did.
That's
like,
true.
How can I control you?
I wouldn't have ever.
How can I control you?
When you fly over, Jill, you should get a Japanese box and try Japanese snacks on your podcast. That'd be so fun. We should do that.
Yeah, who said that?
Kenny.
Yay! Oh, we have that market. I don't think you ever got to visit it. It's over
No,
here.
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because remember I got that yummy
gonna...
snack you told me about? And you were happy because I got to try it? Oh my god, my bank.
I remember when we dropped like $200 on snacks. And she said, I'm going to put it on my TikTok. And we recorded it. And I ain't seen it to this day. Two years ago or something. Yeah, you know what I'm talking. You know.
I will never ever talk about the flu thing if you know.
What happened to it?
I recorded it. And I don't think I was proud of my recording. I really don't remember. I think I just wasn't proud of the recording.
That's fair. We've all been there, you know. Please help me.
And then by that time, I already ate the snacks, so then I couldn't go back and do it.
Pre-record. We've honestly done that too many times. We have a YouTube video, actually. I showed y'all a clip of it in 2016.
Oh my
2016.
Gosh, do not remind me.
Stop. Okay. I'm about to be ready. I've done this. Okay. Just stop. Don't click out. Everyone's clicking out because of me.
Wow.
I don't know if they actually are. I was just joking. Okay, don't click out. This is the best. We're hurrying up. Please don't. Okay. Okay. Can you see?
Yeah, sorry, I was just posting it on Facebook.
You're good. Okay.
I was reposting what you posted. Did you see
the
lead... Sorry.
What?
Did you see the lead singer of Three Doors Down died?
Yeah, I did. I'm like, what the heck?
It made me so sad. I'm still sad about it because he's such a good singer and anyway.
Yeah, it was really sad. And I know you don't watch the show, but tonight I found out the dad from Euphoria, like he played the dad, he passed away.
Oh.
I was like, what the heck? Like, yeah. Stop. 2026 needs to stop.
Did he do any other roles?
He was in Grey's Anatomy, I think, but I've never watched Grey's Anatomy.
I love Grey's Anatomy. Hold on.
I don't know who he played there.
Well, I'll find out in a second.
What?
You're telling me Mark Sloan? Hold on.
Okay, I was like, I don't know if you knew who he was, so I was just gonna say the dad from Euphoria, but now, you know.
I'm devastated. I'm really sad. He was like the silver fox of the show. Oh my gosh.
I loved him.
I'm so sad. I literally cannot believe that. What was it? Did they say?
He had ALS.
Oh, wow.
So, I guess he died from complications of that. I mean, I don't know much about it, so I'm not gonna say anything. Never mind.
On Grey's Anatomy, his nickname was McSteamy.
I saw that in the comment, in the Facebook comments, because that's how I found out it was freaking Facebook, of course.
Yeah,
and then people
it's
were
always
putting
Facebook.
McSteamy. I was like, what's that mean?
Yeah, that was his name. Like, you should see young him, like on Grey's Anatomy. Ooh, girl.
He's fine in Euphoria, so I'm like, even though he's not a good guy in Euphoria, it's okay. He still look good. You know.
I'm so sad, bro. That's so sad.
Yeah.
Anyway, wow. Too many people, too fast. I don't like it.
Yeah. Now for that sadness, we're gonna get into this sadness.
Unsolved mysteries, I guess.
Unsolved mystery. Okay, so my unsolved mystery is on Bryce Laspisa. So, who is Bryce? If you haven't heard of the case of Bryce Laspisa, prepare to have a new Roman Empire because I honestly think about this case so often since I heard it. Um, so picture this, right? It's 2013. Bryce is 19. He's a graphic design student at Sierra College, and he's got this shock of bright orange red hair and piercing blue eyes. And he's basically just this creative, talented guy that everyone likes. He was born on April 30th, 1994, and grew up in Naperville, Illinois, as an only child. So that's a little bit about Bryce. And there's some pictures of him here. Him and his parents right here. I think this is his mom. Don't quote me. But maybe when she was younger. I don't think that's his mom. I don't know. Um anyway, so we'll get into what happened to Bryce. So, the days leading up to Bryce's disappearance. So, usually when someone is about to go missing, we look for a big event. But with Bryce, it was like a slow motion domino effect. A few days before he's supposed to drive home to his parents in Orange County, he starts doing things that make no sense. First, he breaks up with his girlfriend, Kim, and it's not like some big dramatic fight, it's just abrupt. Then he starts giving his life away, basically. He hands his roommate his Xbox. Like, literally, think about this. Like, he's 19 years old in 2013. The Xbox is like the holy grail, so it concerned his
True.
friends a lot. Yeah. Like, wouldn't you be concerned if, like, oh, like, hey, I'm giving you my PlayStation 5, basically? Be like, what's wrong with you? You know?
Yeah, if
Like,
I came to
why are you
you
giving
and
me
was giving
this?
you any console, you would be like concerned.
I would be very concerned. Very concerned. So yeah, it was concerning for his friends. He also gave away a $400 watch of his. So he basically was decluttering his entire existence. And when his friends asked why, he just says, "I'm fine. I just don't need it." So it's like he was kind of preparing for a version of the future that didn't include himself. I'll just say that right there. Okay, the departure, August 28th. So it's Wednesday, August 28th. Bryce finally gets in his 2003 Toyota Highlander to make the 8-hour drive south to his parents. He leaves around 10:30 p.m. Now, I don't know about you, but me and Jill, we love a good late night drive. The road's empty and you got your music on, screaming or singing or even just being chill. Um, I don't know. I love a good late night drive, but for Bryce, the I-5 wasn't a straight line. It became this confusing maze. He should have been home by breakfast on Thursday, but at 11:50 p.m., not even 90 minutes into his trip, he calls his mom. He's already off route and he's in a place that he shouldn't be, heading in a direction that doesn't make sense. And this is just the first hour of a 3-day spiral that no one saw coming from Bryce. Okay, so we're going to get into timelines here. 9 a.m., this is the first encounter. I want you guys to close your eyes. I'm trying to paint a picture here. And picture this. It's Thursday, August 29th. It's over 90 degrees in the Central Valley of California. You're in a place called Buttonwillow. It's a dusty patch of land where the I-5 meets Highway 58. There's nothing there but a roar of semi trucks, the smell of asphalt, and a few bright signs for like a Taco Bell or McDonald's. This is where Bryce Laspisa spends his longest day of his life. So the story really starts with a man named Christian. Christian worked for a place named Castro's Tire and Gas, and he gets a call to help a 2003 Toyota Highlander that's run out of gas. When he pulls up, he sees Bryce. Bryce isn't pacing, he's not frantic, he's just sitting in his driver's seat. Christian fills the tank with 3 gallons of gas and then he notices something. Bryce's eyes are fixed. He's polite, he pays the bill, but he's basically got like this blank expression on his face. And Christian just assumes that he's just like kind of like a tired college kid and he goes back to the shop not thinking much of it. So the 13-hour loop. So 3 hours pass. Christian is out on another call, and as he drives back, his heart sinks. That same Highlander that he just helped a little bit ago is in the exact same spot on the shoulder of the road. Christian stops again. This time he's worried. He walks up to the window and asks, "Hey man, what's going on? Why are you still here?" Bryce looks at him and said he's waiting. He doesn't say for what. Christian is so unsettled that he actually takes Bryce's phone. He sees mom in the contacts and hits dial. He talks to Karen Laspisa. He tells her, "I'm looking at your son. He's been here for hours." Karen is confused. She speaks to Bryce and he tells her, "I'm fine, mom. I'm just going to get some food and then I'm coming home." So Christian actually goes, he's so nice and he buys Bryce a burrito and a drink with the money Karen authorized. He watches Bryce eat. He waits until he sees Bryce pull back out onto the highway and he thinks, okay, he's finally moving. So 3 p.m. the police check. "Oh no, my picture's gone. What happened?" It was a police car. Just to give you what happened to my picture. Okay.
This happened to me earlier,
So,
actually. Like, when I dropped that file, that email file looking, Google removed it. And I had to
did it?
re-add
What
it.
the heck?
Yeah.
Well, just imagine a police car there. The imagination. Okay, but Bryce wasn't moving. Not really. At 3 o'clock p.m., his parents, who have been staring at their own phones for hours, realize he hasn't made any progress in the trip. So they report him as a missing person because they're super freaking concerned. Two Kern County Sheriff's deputies find the car. Bryce is parked behind a shop tucked away from the main road. So imagine this scene. You have two trained officers questioning a 19-year-old. They make him step out of the car. They're looking for like any weird behavior, slurred speech, or the smell of booze, and they find literally nothing. They go through his bags, no drugs, no paraphernalia. They do a sobriety test on him, and he walks the line, follows the pin with his eyes, and he passes perfectly. So the deputies then call his mom, Karen, and they tell her, "Your son is just kind of quiet. He says he's just blowing off some steam." And because steam? What kind of word? I need help, y'all. Because he's an illegal adult, he hasn't broken any laws technically, so they can't do anything or they weren't able to do much. So they basically tell him to call his mom and they watch him drive south. I hope none of my other pictures are missing. Okay, no. So 9 o'clock p.m., still in Buttonwillow. After the deputies finish their check, they watch Bryce pull back onto the I-5 South. It's about 3:30 p.m. Everyone thinks he's finally on his way home, but he only drives for a few miles before pulling over again. During a call to his mother that afternoon, Bryce drops a bombshell that has haunted this case for over a decade. He tells her, "Mom, I have a lot to talk to you about." Karen presses him. She asks if he can talk now, but he refuses. He insists that it has to be in person, face to face. His parents are left at home, basically bracing themselves for whatever revelation that he's bringing with him, and they think they just have to wait a few more hours for the truth. They have literally no way of knowing. They might not ever hear that. So this is the part that like freaks me out too. So the Bryce drives for like maybe 10 minutes and then he pulls over again. This man drives for 10 minutes, pulls over again. He sits in a parking lot then for 9 more hours. Literally think about that. No music. He doesn't have the AC on because he doesn't want to waste gas because he just had to get gas from the company. He's just sitting in the dark. So at 9 o'clock p.m., Christian, the same man that helped him before, the roadside assistance, is finished with his shift. He's driving home and he passes the parking lot and he sees Bryce's Highlander. He calls Karen again, sounding frantic, because at this point he's got his mom's number saved in his phone, or still in his phone, and says that he's still here, he's still in Buttonwillow. Christian doesn't just call though, he's really a hero in all of this. Like, Christian is here, he's trying to save the day. So he goes and confronts Bryce one last time, asking him point blank why he hasn't moved. Bryce remains vague, seemingly stuck in a trance. Finally, under intense pressure from both Christian and a phone call from his parents, Bryce finally pulls back into the I-5 South around 11 o'clock p.m. Christian watches the taillights of the Highlander fade into the distance. He calls Karen back and tells her Bryce is finally gone. Everyone basically breathes a sigh of relief, thinking the strange detour is over and that he's finally coming home. Okay, so 2:09 a.m., the final call. It's now Friday, August 30th. After nearly 24 hours of being stuck in Buttonwillow, Bryce is finally moving. He's about an hour and a half away from his parents' front door. He passed the hardest part of the drive. At 2:09 a.m., he calls his mom Karen for the very last time. He tells her he's off the I-5 and he's near I can't remember Castaic, yeah, Castaic Lake, and he's pulling over to sleep. Karen says, "Okay, I love you. Call me when you wake up." She hangs up, thinking the crisis has passed. But 3 hours later, the sun starts to come up, and the world finds out that Bryce never actually went to sleep and never actually made it home. So, 5:30 a.m. At daybreak, a jogger is running near Lake Hughes Road, right by the Castaic Lake Recreation Area. They look down a 25-foot embankment and see a 2003 Toyota Highlander lying on its side. The police arrive, and the scene is haunting, honestly, to say the least. It's not just a car crash, it's like a huge mystery. So they learn, like, through doing, like, the evaluation of the crash and, like, trying to, I don't know how they do it, but they found out that the car didn't swerve off the road or skid off the road. It appears to have been driven at a steady speed, just straight off the road, down the ravine, and flipped onto its passenger side. And honestly, it left a lot of questions. So, the interior, when the deputies look inside, they find everything: Bryce's phone, his wallet with his ID and cash, and then his laptop as well. His exit, the rear view window of the SUV was smashed out, and investigators determined it was broken from the inside out. So Bryce would have had to smash his back window and have gotten out of the car himself. So there were a few drops of blood on the headrest and the side curtain airbag, but not nearly enough to suggest that someone had died. It just looked like kind of like a minor injury from the accident. Okay, and then the search and rescue teams are called in immediately. They bring in bloodhounds to track Bryce's scent. They think, okay, he's just dazed and injured, and he's probably wandering around somewhere around the lake or the area. So the dogs catch his scent in the car, and then they follow it away from the wreck, across the bridge, and then straight to a truck stop near the highway. And then the scent literally just stops. At the truck stop, Bryce's scent stops. It doesn't lead into the woods or the water or anything. It literally leads to the truck stop where people catch rides. So the investigators are left with the most terrifying question: did Bryce survive that crash, climb out the window, and then choose to walk away from his life? So, fact checking the scene. So, there are two details from the police report that stood out to me at least. So, the CCTV, a surveillance camera at a nearby Valero gas station, captured Bryce's car at 4:29 a.m. This was 2 hours after he told his mom he was pulling over to sleep. Why was he still driving around in circles for 2 hours? And unfortunately, they have not released the CCTV to the public, or I would show you guys, but it was in the police report. So he was basically caught on CCTV driving 2 hours after he told his mom he was just going to go to sleep. And it was in circles. Um and then the speed, the GPS data suggested the car was traveling at about 30 miles per hour when it went over the edge. So it wasn't like this high speed suicide attempt or anything like that. It was just it wasn't like a distracted swerve. He just oops. Like, it was like a deliberate slow, like, I'm driving off this ravine. Like, but not enough to like harm me too much, you know what I mean? Honestly, like, I think if you just survived a crash like that and you have your phone like right there on the seat, why aren't you calling for help? Why do you break the back window of your car, leave your wallet behind, and then start walking toward a truck stop in the dark? Like, was he running from something or someone, or running from himself? Or was he so disoriented during the crash that he didn't even know who he was in that moment? And then everything leading up to that, honestly, like him being so dazed, like everything is so confusing. And then, so this is an interview from his parents. So I'll play it. I don't want it to be loud though, so bury your ears. Hang on.
Today, like many days, it's
Is it too
quiet.
loud?
3 years ago, this was a
Up.
potential
You want it up? Oh, it's good. My
crime
bad.
scene, a ground zero of sorts, a concentrated effort to find 19-year-old Bryce Laspisa. The Orange County teen was traveling home from Northern California when police found his SUV overturned.
Investigators came across his laptop and other valuables when they searched the road. But as for Bryce Laspisa, he was nowhere to be found.
Divers hit the water, searching the lake's murky bottom for clues. As
Oh my gosh, not it buffering. The lag. No! Don't do this to me.
as rescue teams comb the area from the sky. But still, no answers.
A thorough search, just like they did on Friday. They came back again today, and we still haven't found the missing person yet.
4 days later, a cyclist found a body set on fire in the same area.
Condition of the body right now, because of being burned, we're unable to determine who that is, and the coroner is going to have to provide a positive identification for us.
In a tragic coincidence, investigators determined the burned body was not Bryce. 3 years after their son's disappearance, parents Karen and Michael Laspisa still hold hope for their son's safe return.
We keep hope alive. We have heard stories of people that have been missing for years and that are found. And that's always our hope, that we keep our faith that Bryce will be found.
When an unidentified body is found in the area, the Laspisas contact a detective to see if it's their son.
The DNA is there, the dental records are there, the fingerprints are there. So if remains are found, we know that he would be identified.
But to this day,
My freaking internet.
no remains found have been identified as Bryce. Billboards asking for help to find the missing teen have gone up in Castaic, but to no avail.
We still have people send in just tips as well as some photographs, but there's never been any confirmed actual sighting of Bryce.
Theories to why Bryce disappeared continue to circulate. Some people, including law enforcement, believe he left voluntarily.
If Bryce is still alive out there, that he doesn't know who he is. I mean, because I truly don't believe that Bryce is willingly not contacting me.
Through the clouds of mystery is unwavering hope.
I can't even. I was talking on mute.
What the heck? Why is it? It's like struggling right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say y'all kind of get the gist. Hang on, I gotta stop sharing to get off of this.
Yeah, I gotta change my battery really quick.
You're good.
Do I have a few minutes to go BRB while you talk to chat?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, give me 2 seconds.
You said BRB. Yeah, I don't know. Chat. Sorry, my internet has been terrible lately. If y'all didn't watch last week's, yeah, terrible. I won't get back into Bryce yet till Jill gets back, but let me go ahead and present again. Many errors of Midnight Talks. How y'all doing, chat? I can't even see chat, actually, if y'all are doing good.
Sorry, I'm back.
Hello.
Hi. Had to make sure my front door was locked. No, I'm joking.
I was like, are you for real?
No, I thought it'd be funny.
Don't scare me. Okay. Okay. Getting it back into Bryce. So, you just saw the interview. So basically, after his parents found out, like the sun basically came up on August 30th, but for the Laspisa family, the world went dark. They spent days, weeks, years searching the rugged terrain. They brought in dive teams for the lake. They brought in private investigators. They even looked into the possibility that Bryce was living off the grid in the nearby mountains. Um, I literally even saw this one post. I don't know from how long ago it was, but someone theorized that Bryce was this homeless person that they passed. And honestly, I should show you all the photos. I did not add them to the slide though, because it was determined that it wasn't him, but it
I'd
looks
love to see
eerily
it
like
though.
him. Yeah, I'll
I'm
show
like,
you
did he
guys.
get a lobotomy and like forget that who he is?
See, I'm like, people also now I don't want to do too many theories on it, but people also theorize that like he was taking uh Vyvanse, I think it's called. And he kind of like had this break, but like the psychotic break, but the police like checked him out and everything, like, and he seemed fine. So it's just really confusing.
What did he tell his mom? I'm so bothered.
Yeah, what did he need to tell his mom? Because like I'm sure that's something that sits with her forever. I'm gonna share with you the photo.
Yeah, I have so many thoughts. I'm gonna wait till you're done reading it, obviously, but I have so much. I'm like, what?
Oops. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Please don't. Oh, it's right here. Y'all.
It's kind of hard to see. It's kind of hard. Can you click on it?
Yeah, hang on.
Oh, you lagging.
Can you see? No,
Yeah.
you can't see the right screen.
I could see
Sorry, y'all.
the Google.
Sorry, chat. Here we go.
Yeah,
Let me
I
try
can
to
see it.
zoom.
Oh,
Yeah, like
wow.
him, maybe like, yeah, like homeless. Like, obviously, he's gonna have like a beard and stuff. He's older. Like, it looks eerily like
Lift up
Bryce.
the
I mean,
arm. I
here,
want to see the tattoo.
right? But it was determined not to be Bryce.
Because you can tell, like, his
n-
tattoo is like a signature tattoo. It's not something that anybody would just have.
exactly. Like, that thing is right there, and like, it is obvious that that is Bryce. You know what I mean? So this last slide, and then we'll kind of get into like theories and stuff. I just wanted to take time to say this. So as we wrap up with Bryce's case, I want to take a second to step away from like theories and the what ifs, because at the end of the day, Bryce Laspisa isn't just like a podcast topic. He's a son, he's a friend, he's a person who's been missing for over a decade, and his parents, Mike and Karen, wake up every single morning still looking for answers. So if you go to the Find Bryce Laspisa Facebook page, which his parents actively still run to this day, you'll see a community that hasn't given up. You'll see that his case is still open and still active, and possibly someone somewhere might have that one tiny piece of information that finally brings this family some peace. So I will be placing a link to the Facebook page in the description box below, if you guys want to check it out. And then if you do have any information somehow, somewhere out there, even if you think it's small or unimportant about Bryce's disappearance or his whereabouts, please do the right thing. And you can call the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department Homicide Bureau at 323-890-550. Or if you want to remain anonymous, you can call Crime Stoppers at 800-222-8477. Let's keep his face out there. Let's keep his name in the conversation, because Bryce deserves to be found and his family deserves to know the truth. So basically, I'm asking you guys now, what do you think happened in those 20 hours in Buttonwillow? Was he finding a battle in his head that he eventually lost? Did he see an opportunity to leave? Or is he out there with no recollection of who he actually is? His car was found, his clothes were found, his phone was found, but the boy with the blue eyes, he's nowhere to be found. So it's really a mystery and a question, and I can't imagine how his parents are feeling, honestly, his friends, his parents. um yeah, I let's hear the theories if y'all have any.
One of the
Oh
things
no,
I
your
said was like the lobotomy
your
thing.
dad is struggling.
I
Sorry.
know.
I don't know why it's doing that.
um I'm kind of stumped. I think one thing I think, like, if my kid was driving like this, like, hey mom, I'm gonna leave, doesn't leave. Hey mom, I'm gonna leave, doesn't leave. Hey mom, I'm gonna leave, doesn't leave. Like, I'm going. I'm getting in the car
Yeah.
and I'm driving. Especially with that
Yeah.
guy, that Christian guy. Like, he called twice. Like, you've seen him in the same area. He sat in the parking lot for
Three
9
times.
hours. 3 times. Yeah. So that's why I'm saying, like, I would have just got in my car and went.
Yeah, a lot of people do question why the parents didn't. And I would do the same, but honestly, I'd like to say that we don't know what we would do in that situation as well, because like you have your 19-year-old, they're very capable, they've been to college, they've been out on their own for, but also you literally are talking to him the whole time. You're having multiple accounts of people seeing him, but keeping an eye on him basically. So you feel like he's safe. You feel like he's finally coming home. You don't know what is wrong with him, but you feel somehow comforted in knowing that like Christians looking after him, or the police are they followed up. They're doing what they can, and
One thing that
um
made me was one of my other thoughts was like why the parents didn't go was because law enforcement talked to him.
yeah, that's what I feel like too, because like they're like, okay, we followed this missing persons report. Law enforcement confirmed he was literally fine. He wasn't having a medical episode. He wasn't drunk or on any type of drugs, like he was perfectly fine. So why?
But my other thing that I find really peculiar that I'm like, did no one think of was like in that time he was just sitting there with no AC, no radio, just sitting there. Was he eating? Was he drinking? Was he dehydrated?
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know, because the only time we know of that he ate was when Christian brought him the burrito and the. Now, I don't know about all the accounts because
But
I
it's
know
like,
his
did he
mom was
eat
kind of.
it? You know?
I think so, yeah. I think it said he sat with him while he ate it. But also, I know that his mom also had a list of transactions and was kind of keeping tabs on him as well through his transaction
Oh, okay.
history. I don't exactly know what all he bought. I didn't go down that far of the rabbit hole yet. But I don't know if he was purchasing things because he sat behind the place that he was in the parking lot of most of the time was behind a gas station. I think it was like a Flying J is what it was called. So he was near people and at a gas station. He was just parked there for a crazy amount of time, just sitting there.
That's insane. Like, this is just so weird.
Yeah, I don't even know, like, can I say that homeless person really looks like him a lot? It
Yeah.
really did, but
It's just the tattoo. Him not having the
the
tattoo
tattoo.
is a really big indicator. Um, do you think he hitchhiked and got killed? Because I mean, there's so many things like the trucker stuff, from all the way from California all the way to Washington D.C., Maryland. So,
Yeah.
like, there's that route that people are taking from New York to California, that people are taking these routes and getting killed. That's why like a lot of hitchhiking is not a thing that people do anymore because a lot of people are getting killed from it.
Yeah, honestly, that could be a really good theory. Also I thought like either A, so he told his mom he had something he want or some things he wanted to talk to her about and could not talk about it over the phone. So what if those things were like so heavy that as he sat there and thought, as he like he was sitting there thinking the whole time. He was awake, he was clear-headed, but like when like something so bad must have gone on or something that he just sat there and thought and sat in a parking lot for hours just going down like a freaking deep hole within himself. And then by the time he finally decided to like, I'm gonna just make this, I can't tell my parents, I can't, like, I'm gonna make it look like this crash and I'm gonna go away because I can't tell my parents.
Oh,
But like
wow.
it's yeah, I don't know, that's a theory that I have. Um, but also his parents said that he would never just up and leave them. So like it's hard, but like what if he had something he thought was so terrible that he couldn't tell his parent, or like as he sat with it, he realized there's no way I can tell my parents this or continue going on, you know what I mean? Not saying that he's dead out there, but like what if he just
I like your theory.
didn't want to.
I like your
Yeah.
theory a bit more is like to stage that it's like his death because he sat there so long thinking.
Yeah. Cause think like if you're in like a really horrible time in your life, sometimes you can think for hours and just sit there and like maybe he really was and like was that deep in thought of like should I just tell my parents? Should I just go home and do it? And then he was prolonging it, and once he finally was about to be home, he's like I can't do it. I cannot do this. I got to figure out a way.
I feel like that's the closest thing to it.
I do too, which is sad. Another theory is like, yeah, like maybe he was on something and then he somehow forgot who he was. Because people have forgotten who they are and they've had crashes and then have gone on and thought they were completely someone else and been living a completely different life. I've literally heard crazy stuff like that before with missing people. But I don't know if this is that. Because, like, it's been so long now. Someone would have seen him, but, like, at the same time, if he's still out there, wouldn't someone see him then too? Unless he just got so far off the grid that it's crazy.
What if he lied about his identity or paid someone or told a friend and begged to keep it under wraps or one of the things I theorize like what if he was like he had to tell his parents like oh I'm dealing drugs or I'm part of something or I I started this thing online or I'm part of something like really horrible like I don't know
Yeah.
um and just like couldn't like I don't know. This is really difficult. Like, really, this is really difficult because we don't know much about him. And his parents swear, like, that he wouldn't, like, run away and not tell him.
Yeah, and I know that parents like sometimes like, oh no, not my kid, and like stuff. But like, if you're a teenager and you feel like there's no hope, maybe that's all you can do, or you know how to do. But it's like at this point, like you've been missing for so long. If you're still out there, why still? But also, I understandably if you've like faked all these things, like, cause how did his scent end at a truck stop? And that it's not like he went into the water or anything like that. Like it ended at a truck stop. That just or I mean, maybe the theory is he did try to get a ride home and then he was killed. Like we don't know. We truly do not know.
Interesting.
Maybe they were using his like state of mind against him and picked him up and that was it. But like by now would we have figured out something like any suspects? There's nothing. There's literally nothing past this, like past him like getting to the truck stop. That's where it ends. There's nothing else, which is crazy. Like did they not have footage like surveillance at the truck stop? Like it's
Like,
just
how did
so
they have
confusing.
CCTV of him driving around, but how did they not have it at the truck stop? That's a really
Yeah,
good question,
it's
actually.
yeah, it's confusing. Like, and again, like I'd get it, like if he like fell into a lake or something because he was like so confused. But like they've searched the lake, they've done all these things. He's not there. And the dogs didn't pick up his scent at the lake.
Exactly.
They picked it up at the truck stop.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like he hitchhiked and either went away or he was killed.
Yeah. Which I hope that he's still alive out there, but
Me too.
it's just crazy. Like, how could you, I don't know. Like, a person just literally vanish and you never see them again. And like, I'm like, someone out there had to have seen something. Even if he was murdered, someone out there saw something.
The thing that I find super weird, actually, now that I think about it, that makes me feel like he didn't want to be found, was that he left his phone and wallet.
You're right. Because if he was trying to bum a ride, he would have taken his stuff.
Yeah, but he didn't.
And what do a lot of people do that don't want to, like, be who they are anymore? They leave their stuff. They don't want to be found. They don't want to have credit card purchases and be traced over. You know what I mean? Because, like, if you did get in a wreck and you busted out your own back window to get out, you would have called your mom. You've been in contact with her this whole time. It doesn't make sense.
He would have called roadside assistance like he did that guy, right?
He would have called somebody, 911 even. Why walk all the way to the truck stop and leave your belongings? Unless, again, he was very confused and dazed. Maybe he hit his head, had a concussion. That could be a theory.
Can you pull that evidence picture back up?
Yes. Oh, you mean the evidence? That ain't Rue.
Oh.
That's just a...
Oh, sorry. I was like...
He had his phone, cash, and laptop, and wallet still inside. And like I said, his rear view window was cracked.
Access his laptop? Because why would he bring his laptop on like a short, like a route he's just taking for fun? Like, what's on his laptop?
I don't know. I mean, maybe he was just bringing it home, like...
And think about it. If he was like hitchhiking or going to the truck stop, he needs money. He needs cash because it says cash.
Yeah, he needs cash. He also would want his, like, if you're hitchhiking, you're going to want to take your phone. You're not just going to leave that.
See, Dad said MK Ultra. That's what I was thinking too, like the lobotomy, like something.
Yeah.
It's just really...
Something happened.
But like I said, why would he leave his belongings? Because to me, like...
Doesn't make sense.
Think about it, like, usually, when you drive in the car... Your phone's in your pocket, your wallet's in your pocket, your keys in the ignition, your cash is in your wallet, your laptop is going to be probably in your backseat or like passenger, but most likely passenger when you're by yourself. So yeah, I feel like he would have deliberately had to take his phone and wallet out of his pocket. Because like guys like, have big pockets.
They do, yeah. A lot of the time they just leave. Now, obviously we don't know, but a lot of the time they just leave their wallet in their pocket.
Like
they may not, but
wallet. I don't know any guy that takes their wallet out of their pocket while they drive. I know sometimes I do. I'll leave it in my bag or something, but I just find it really odd that he at least didn't have his wallet on him. That everything that he owned was not on him.
It doesn't make sense. Like I said, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense if you're actually just trying to hitchhike home and you know what happened. It doesn't make sense not to call 911 or your mom. If you just got in a wreck, you're calling someone. You're not just going to leave your car and your belongings. It doesn't make sense.
That's so weird. I'm telling you, that's the part that's getting me the most, is him not having his phone or wallet.
Yeah, you're right, because he would have taken it. Someone said, I was looking at Reddit because I'm curious what a lot of people think. And someone said, like, they feel like he was confused and he wandered around and succumbed to the elements. But if he succumbed to the elements, they would have found him by now.
Definitely. Like they found a body near him. You remember the body that was burned alive or whatever, or something like that?
Yeah, and it wasn't his. When I saw that, like I was like, "Oh my gosh, like could this be him?" But like no.
I'm also gonna look at Reddit because I'm kind of curious. Like I said, the tattoo is so distinctive too.
Yeah. And the thing was, people are like, oh, this is unalive, like this is self unaliving, but is it really? Because if he really just wanted to, like this whole thing that he did and it being in it at a truck stop, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Why would you do all of this? And like I said, unless you were like really trying to sit with yourself for hours and trying to figure out if you wanted to do it or not, but like why the like did you figure the car crash was gonna but like he was going at such a low rate of speed, it doesn't add up, that doesn't make sense.
But why would he tell his mom, I have something to tell you?
Yeah, like clearly he wanted
To tell her.
his mom's opinion. Yeah. And I know that like people giving away their stuff like his Xbox and stuff from the beginning and breaking up with his girlfriend, like making those rash decisions, I can't say decisions, it's my braces, but making those like crazy choices like ultimately do point to like self unaliving.
I do agree
But
with
at the
that.
same time, everything else after that does not. It doesn't. Because again, if he unalived himself, why the truck stop? Why'd you go to there? Like, you know what I mean? Did you get in someone's car? Like that, it doesn't make sense.
And the other thing is like, did they talk to the girlfriend and ask her, like, did he seem mentally unwell? Like, was there something that he was dabbling into in life? Like, I want to know from the girlfriend's perspective because I would be confused, like, why I'm just being abruptly breaking up with. I like, oh, you didn't ask any questions? Like, she needs to, there needs to be questions about
Yeah.
her.
I don't know. Yeah, people it's a rumor that he took the Vyvanse, but he didn't have ADHD. He like was on stuff, but again, okay, then he was in like a then how did the police clear him of
Exactly. That's true.
it just doesn't make sense. And then if he was in a drug induced like haze, as soon as he got into the car with whoever it was, why did the truck driver not say, "Hey, I had him in my car. I took him over this way." Why was there none of that?
Well, because
Unless the truck driver
probably,
did something like you said.
yeah. I was like, well, if he got in someone's car, then that's what happened.
Yeah, someone said you don't abandon your wallet, phone, and laptop to be found by the police unless you fully intend to disappear for good.
Also, I don't think if he wrecked at that impact, I don't think he would have a brain concussion or anything from that high speed of impact. Like 30 miles per hour is not that fast. I feel like 70, like, yeah, but I feel like 30
Yeah.
is slow enough. I feel like it's probably jarring, but is it
Yeah.
is it like brain altering? No. Unless I'm
No,
just
probably not. I
so
mean, he did, but his car did roll over, so I don't know. But again, if he was trying to unalive himself in that situation, he wouldn't have been going 36 miles an hour.
true.
He would have hit the gas and
Oh, see, this is something I was worried about or interested in. Um, Parental responsibility. Some Redditors criticize his parents for not intervening sooner when he was clearly distressed. Someone also said controlling parents. There are also claims that his parents were controlling, which might have contributed to his decision to disappear. And see, I was wondering, like, if his what the behavior was like with his parents, like if he felt like I needed to disappear from them because they're going to control my life or something, and that's why. And he was just trying to prolong it and fake it as a suicide. Like, I would really want
Maybe.
to know what the girlfriend thought. Like, what did the girlfriend think of the parents? What did she hear? Was he mentally ill? Like, I would want to know everything from this. I'd be asking this lady a gazillion questions.
Oh, I think okay. I remember this actually. Sorry. I agree. But also I did hear this before too, and I didn't find any reputable source, so I didn't include it. But upon hearing it on Reddit again and then hearing it myself, because I heard this before. I think it was on a podcast. Like, I think it was from Mr. Ballin. I don't know if you guys watch Mr. Ballin. He's on YouTube. That's where I first heard about this case. And this person said he heard it on a podcast crime show that his mom had offered to fly out there, and he said no, I'm gonna come home because he already said like he had a like he was upset or something like that, or
Oh.
I guess his mom felt like he didn't seem like he just kind of seemed upset. But I think that's why he was like, I have things to tell you. But it said his mom offered to fly out there and get him. And I remember that.
Okay.
But again, if you offered that, why not go pick him up? I don't know. I'm not trying to like put things on the parents, but like if it was my kid, I would have gone and
The
picked him up.
driving over flying is weird, but I don't know.
I don't
Kenna asked, was his phone broken or computer broken?
I do not know. Let me see.
Someone commented,
I don't
I don't think anyone has said this, but as a California resident myself, I want to know why he was going to a junior college so far away. Makes no sense. Between Laguna Niguel and Rockland, California, there are a dozens, if not over 50 junior colleges. Why Sierra College? And this person responded, exactly. This is totally insane. This whole situation is missing so much info and even borderline reasonable. He obviously wanted to get away from his family. Unclear if he wanted to continue behavior they reasonably did not approve of, or because they were emotionally abusive. But it seems from the circumstance that he did get away. He got to a truck stop, it seems he got into a vehicle, and has not returned to his family. I think the police have more info about this than made public, resulting in them classifying him as a voluntarily missing. Surely whoever picked him up did inform the police. No one picks up a huge, strong young man to murder or abuse. Interesting. I'm just reading a theory, sorry.
No, you're good.
A lot of people are saying, like, parent behavior. But, like, listening to that interview with the mom and dad, it didn't feel like that. Like,
Yeah. Again, I think there's speculations around everything with the parents because they did not come pick him up. But again, like if you're talking you're talking with your son throughout the day. Multiple people. He said he was coming home. He kept saying he was coming home. 9 hours later, he kept saying he was coming home. And like finally, Christian like found him again, and like this
oh,
time Christian saw him drive away.
that third time that guy called me and said, hey, your son is still in the same spot, I'm going. I'm driving.
Yeah, I would have told I appreciate you. Like, can you literally stay with my son? Because I'm coming to
Yeah,
get him.
I'll pay you
I know
when I
he's a
get there.
19-year-old. Yeah, but like, please, like something is clearly wrong here. And again, I'm not trying to crap on the parents because I don't
I don't know
know.
what I
I
would
don't know
do.
what they
Yeah.
were going through. I don't know. like what they were thinking at the time. I'm sure that they wish they could go back and redo it again. But I think that a lot of speculations on the parents because of that, and thus being all these things that come out. Because I don't know.
I know one theory I was reading was maybe like the hours and hours he was waiting for a drug deal, like drug deal gone wrong. I don't know.
That I don't know about that because he was just sitting alone in a parking lot, like,
True.
and didn't seem like he was. I don't know. I did see several people say it's really hard to commit suicide. I don't think we'll get like in trouble saying that because I know we keep saying unaliving. It's really hard to commit suicide and hide your own body. Think about that. They want to spin a suicide narrative. How?
That's true. They would have found him in that area or by the truck stop. I feel like honestly a trucker or somebody would have found him by now.
And that's what I'm afraid of. Either a trucker, and it's like, oh, I was like, he could have paid off a trucker, but he didn't have his money. He didn't have his wallet.
Exactly.
Also,
That's the part that gets me. I'm like, well, he didn't have his money or wallet or phone or nothing. So was this like a planned thing where he did lie and set up his death and then one of his friends or somebody came and picked him up and he's just been hiding out?
maybe, yeah. Also, kinda, I didn't see anything about his stuff being broken, but I assume at that rate of speed, I don't really know. Like, could have his phone or laptop have cracked? It is possible, but also,
I don't think so. Maybe at the roll, but I feel
yeah.
like they would have specified like, oh, his phone was left behind because it was broken. But why didn't he take his wallet? That's the like I said, that's the part that gets me the most is like, why didn't he take his wallet? Maybe he did like unalive himself and there was pictures in there and he wanted his mom to have it. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. What the heck? Someone posted in Reddit. Hang on. Oh no. I lived in. I can't say this here, y'all. I'm sorry. I lived in Santa Clarita when this happened. I saw Bryce. I talked with him outside the Albertson by the condos. He said he was getting bus tickets somewhere to get clean. When I sent a tip into the email, I got a nasty email back saying that Bryce didn't do drugs. Down to his tattoo and a nasty scrape on his forehead, it was him. There was a drug den in a condo, second floor in the quad. Shit going on all the time. He was in and out of there for 48 hours before he was gone. Not long after, the residents there left and the condo went up for sale. I don't know if that's true. Like, you know, some people on Reddit, like, you can't trust them all, but like, huh?
Interesting. I feel like that tip could be real.
Yeah, and then like if his parents got a hold of it, like Bryce didn't do drugs, my son didn't do that, so that could be him. You know what I
Because
mean?
they don't want it to
Instead
like
of
smear
like,
his name or nothing, but because like the tattoo, the cut on the forehead, that makes sense from the blood crawling out from the back of the window. And like, like,
yeah,
tell me this: like, if you have something really dangerous, like something really messed up to tell your parents, like telling them that you're like a drug addict is not easy to probably come out and say.
yeah, because this person said that he was going to try to get clean and get a bus ticket. Again, this is all speculation. This is from Reddit, but that would kind of add up because hey mom, I have something really huge to tell you. I'm doing drugs. You're gonna sit with that for a while and be like, my parents are either gonna like, there's gonna be so many things that could happen here, and you're really gonna probably think about that before telling your parents at 19 years old that you're addicted to something, whether that had been the Vyvanse that people allegedly said he was taking, or something else because he's in college. You know what I mean? Like,
And like, my question was, why did he drive all the way to that area?
yeah.
Like, that is to me like such a random area for him to drive all the way to. That's why I was like, that's why I thought like, oh, is he meeting someone?
Yeah, maybe he was like, okay, like I need to be here. Maybe like his plan was, I'm here. This is smart. Like I'm gonna do this, and it got interrupted because Christian was so adamant and trying to help him.
True.
Kind of messed up his
I don't
plans a
know.
little bit.
This is crazy. What a story.
It is crazy, and I like. It's so sad. Like if something actually did happen to him, and like it's not something was going on like mentally or medically or anything, and like he's not here anymore.
Someone
It's sad,
said,
but like
someone commented, Bryce has been missing for over 10 years. Why is there a YouTube short uploaded to his account?
I'm sorry. Where is that at?
Hold on, let me screen share. You might have
Do
to
they
stop
have said
first.
YouTube short? Oh, sorry. Do they have said YouTube short link then?
Yeah, I'll show you. Hold on.
Hmm.
That's crazy. When did YouTube Shorts come out? March 2021. 2020,
He went missing in
2021.
2013. And this is Bryce's known account, though.
Yeah, because look, that's his mom.
Is this account still up? I'm looking on YouTube.
Bears fan 94. Yeah, that was the year he was born, right? 94?
Yeah. Hmm. Oh, no. Bears.
I'm pretty sure
I don't know
the
if he would have.
short is because YouTube turned some short clip he thought was funny into a short. The Family Guy short is like a self-in recording. Okay, what date? I'm pretty sure
That
it's
doesn't.
YouTube weirdness.
That doesn't make sense because when I do my YouTube shorts, I have to literally do it myself. It doesn't just turn it in. Like,
Someone said maybe it's a different Bryce, but that looks like his mom.
Damn, I wish we could click on it.
Did you Google his account?
Yeah, I can't find anything unless he changed his YouTube name.
Oh, I found it. What?
What? What the heck? Maybe I spelled something wrong. That's totally like me, actually.
This is crazy. Nightmares can feel so real at times. We just never think they can come to life.
Hey. Who's Justin?
I'm scared for my life.
Wait, jump scare.
That's
Is that
his
Justin
mom,
Bieber?
right?
Oh,
So how'd you boys
That's
sleep
his
last
mom.
night?
Just fine.
it is.
Are you Justin?
I don't know. I'm just very tired
Oh,
right now.
I think it's a
Are you sure
fake
there's
movie.
nothing wrong?
Well, there is this girl that I keep dreaming about.
What kind of girl?
That's his mom, though. This is his account.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Look at that short.
Those are my clothes. Oh, come on. You heard him, fella. Take him off. Right down to the poop sack. What?
Hang on a second.
See, this says 10 years ago. 9 years ago. How did they turn it into a short, though?
Look up, when did this episode come out?
What? You don't all wear a poop sack? Damn it, buddy! You lied to me about the
Oh,
poop
99,
sack!
I think.
But yeah, all the comments are
mind.
from 10 years. I just don't understand how it would make it a short.
It would only make it a short if he already had a video of that on. Is it a video? Like, in his videos, is that already something?
No, it's not, see?
That does not make sense.
Unless it's in one of the videos. How to make pickle Pepsi at home for free? No.
No. See, the thing is, YouTube isn't just gonna post a random short. I feel like because that's your content, they can't just take your content and say, I want to upload it on shorts.
Can you Google that?
Let me see. Because, like I said, when I do YouTube shorts for my gaming channel, I literally physically have to go in there, choose the like piece I want. Or, like, I guess if you're just making shorts on YouTube, you still have to upload it.
Someone said at a minute and 44 that was pretty sick. I got chills. I'm scared. Was something scary?
All this says is YouTube shorts will make them and post them for you, but you already have to have like I'm literally going into my YouTube.
He definitely is trying to show what is going on in his head. Yes, I'd say onset schizophrenia probably scared the shit out of him.
I don't think I would. I just don't get it.
This is wild. You got me on this freaking rabbit hole.
Yeah, like
the plot thickens for sure.
Okay, so shorts are a more recent feature. YouTube sometimes just takes videos that are shot vertically before the shorts feature and make it a short.
But the Family Guy thing wasn't on his account, so they just took it and uploaded it on from his account.
If he uploaded a super quick clip and then now it's a short, but why did people just now find it? Like, there's no comments from then. Like, it's only 10 years to now.
Super weird. 10 years ago was 2016.
Yeah, he was already missing.
Let me go back to that. Wait. It says he posted that 12 years ago. Yeah. I wonder if it gives the exact date. I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, that would be actually helpful.
Oh, June 14th, 2013. When did he go missing?
Okay, he went missing August 29th, 2013. Or August 30th.
Thank you, Kenny. I appreciate it. I got him out of a claw machine.
Oh, I see the Garfield. Oh, okay. Well, that's debunked.
I thought we were onto something, but still crazy, right? Like,
yeah. Jeez.
Okay, well, I'll get off the rabbit hole tangent. Oh, it's doing that weird thing while it...
Here we go. Well, you'll maybe never know what happened to Bryce, but maybe someone out there saw something.
Oh, sorry. I just accidentally muted you. Continue.
Oh, I was just saying, like, maybe someone will come forward or Bryce will be found.
I'm trying to fix our screens. You know, look on Twitch really quick. It does that sometimes. Layout. There we go.
I
fixed it.
I was like, it was just you.
I fixed it. Cool. Yeah. Wow. This was a crazy episode.
Yeah. Crazy unsolved mysteries. I honestly I love like listening to like true crime or unsolved mysteries or like disappearing cases because like they freak me out so bad, but like it's crazy how some of these things like are so unknown. Like
Yeah.
how does someone just disappear and that's it? It's crazy.
Yeah. I used to listen to them a lot. I've kind of taken a break from true crime because it scares the shit out of me. So,
Same. Don't be same.
I just like, I want to surround myself in positive things and things that make me happy. And because like life can already be so like stressful and a lot of like when you have a lot of things going on, like hearing more depressing things is like not good for your mindset.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely take a break from those things if you like them. Cuz they can, they can be a lot, especially listening to them all at once and like it's just overwhelming cuz the human brain can't wrap around like how someone's just here 1 second then gone and literally no one has answers and it just sucks. And it's still crazy with your I don't know how to say Anthrax killer too cuz we still don't know about that either.
I know, right? Like I want to know.
So many questions, so little answers.
That I left out was when he was when he was in the bathroom dying, he wrote something on his leg with blue pen, but they couldn't decipher it. So I'm like, was that a confession?
Why would he write something right before dying on his leg unless you the wheels are turning. Now, I don't know. They can't even make out an inkling of it. Nothing. I just You know what? I'm actually curious. What's his name?
Bryce Ivan. Brucevins.
BR what? Huh?
Bryce with a U and then Ivin.
Bruce?
Bruce? Like the shark from Finding Nemo?
You said Bryce. That's my guy.
Bryce? Oh my gosh. I'm so tired.
She's still in the rabbit hole.
It's 10:30 at night. You know what I found crazy? Okay, I just want to say this is crazy that your guy's name is Bryce, my guy's name is Bruce, but my guy was also born in April.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like,
conspiracy?
That's crazy. Welcome back, Dad.
Welcome back. I'm trying to look at his
I'm trying to look at Reddit and see if there's
I'm looking at this man's letter that he wrote and it's uploaded actually online and his handwriting looks
Let me see.
Like
what?
Yeah.
Shay has a development breakthrough in the case.
I have a breakthrough in the Bruce Ivins case. Anthrax killer case. Hang on, I'm sharing now. I might have to 100 times it. Look at that.
Zoom in more.
Pull up yours too. Not us trying to be actual detectives. I'm just curious.
The only thing that's getting me Well, I feel like I do this too when I'm writing. My words slant down, but his words, like, he drove up close to my car, slant, with his driver, like, it's slanting.
But can you pull up your letters real quick?
Yeah.
Y'all are deep in the cases. I can't help it, okay? I love if I could do like a whole mystery like podcast, I totally would.
Same, bro. Hey, maybe if me and Shay make this full time,
Hey!
brothers.
Midnight Talks mystery crime edition.
Okay, so I can't share ours side by side.
You can just share yours because I'm curious about something. And then I can reshare mine if we need it. I'm really curious about the Fs because someone said something about the Fs. But is there Fs on yours? That's what I'd like to know.
No.
This man wrote in all caps though.
My dad said, "Oh, that looks like my writing." It kind of does, which is really funny.
Oh my gosh, I'm confused. So no Fs?
No Fs.
Yeah, there is.
Wait, where?
Franklin.
Oh, Franklin. But it's capital F, not a lowercase f.
Dang it. He writes his Fs crazy weird. He like makes them like curly.
Wait, are there any numbers? Because like how he wrote 4. I feel like
I don't know
people
if
write numbers very distinctive.
Can I see that? Can you zoom in on the 4? Oh no, you can't because it's a slideshow. Oh, there you go. No, I don't know if he wrote this. I'm gonna reshare my screen.
Okay.
Get a good look at that 4, y'all.
Okay. Lock it in. Lock the 4 in.
Lock it in. I don't know if he wrote
in is
this.
crazy. Sorry.
Lock the 4 in.
Oh my gosh.
The 4 ain't the same. What you freaking out for?
I'm shocked because you're right. The 4s aren't the same. Why would
Crack
he
the code,
write?
crack the case. My man's is not the killer. You know what? No, I was like, let's pull up that man that was so sure he wasn't the one. He got exact handwriting.
Sorry, I'm just trying to look at
FBI.
these numbers.
No, you're good.
The only thing that gets me is the slant writing.
To be fair, like I kind of do the same. Like when
That's
you
why I
get in
said
a
I
really
think
hurry, like he's out of.
Yeah, I feel like that's like a thing. Frederick MD.
This is really cool that this is like actually uploaded. This is from 2005.
You see that capital F?
Yeah, pull your. Okay. We're about to have to put this side by side.
Hold on.
Somehow.
What did you Google?
So I Googled Bruce Ivan's suicide note. This is not his note, but I just typed that in, clicked images, and then scrolled down, and it's underneath case close. You will see, here's a sample of Dr. And then it stops. You'll see the exact sample.
I don't think I see it.
You want me to send you the... I'll send a link in chat, right?
Yeah. Sorry, guys. We're doing some investigation right now.
We are investigating.
Okay. Stop sharing your screen, por favor.
Prayer. Oh my gosh. Detective Shay and Jill are on the case. No worries here.
The case, pal. Y'all better start paying us at some point. Shay's like volunteering us. I'm like, when y'all paying us?
Y'all need help? Call.
So what do you think about the Fs? Capital F, capital F. But Fs are so... Capital Fs are so non-distinct. But the 4, bro, you know?
Yeah, because people, when you learn 4, right? Unless you're trying to be that unless you're that much of a mastermind, when you learn 4 in like kindergarten, you're either gonna write it that specific way or the 4 that's not closed off.
Exactly.
There's 2 types of people.
I don't think I've ever wrote a 4 like that in my life.
No, because that's not how I learned to do it. Like, I've seen it. Yeah. But unless you're that much of a mastermind, then, you know.
What do y'all think, chat?
Nothing.
Hello.
Hang on.
Welcome to the stream. Whoa, what?
Oh, I'm sorry. Hello. We're doing great. How are you doing? We're investigating this Anthrax killer.
Me and Shay have been talking about our own different cases, unsolved murder cases, or mystery, sorry. How are you? Oh, I didn't realize you asked. Sorry, Shay.
No,
I'm so hyper fixed. Okay, what was your thing you were gonna say really quick?
It is going great, thank you. Hopefully it's going great. I think Shay's
actually gonna crack the case.
Don't say that. Please pull back up the F.
This one?
Ooh. Sorry, we are hyper fixing this thing. I cannot see the F. Okay, take a look at the F. Ooh, Jill, hang on. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, take a look at the F in the office. Stop looking at Franklin.
Where's office at?
No, not that one. No, keep going back up. Frederick, keep that one up and look at office.
Uh-huh.
Look at it. Just, it look a little slant.
This one?
We're crazy. We're crazy.
She said he's sentenced. Pack him up. Jail time.
No, pack him up.
But it's the 4. It's the 4 that's getting me, bro. Look, okay. This is also why I'm saying it's getting me, right? Do you see this? What do you think this is?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
This is his date of birth. If you've written a 4 like that your entire life, that is your birth month. It's like your signature, bro.
I have bad news. I have bad
What?
freaking news, y'all. Hang on. I'm gonna cut this myself. No, leave it to me. Just give me a second. I got bad news. When you see this.
Oh gosh. Me and Shay are from the US, by the way.
The U.S. of A.
A. Should I stop screen sharing?
USAA. What's that thing? It's from the. They're like probably like, wow, you're from the. No, don't take that away from me.
Okay. She said, "Don't take that away from me." It's crazy.
Don't take it away from me.
Where are you from? I don't know if they're still watching. Sorry, we got hyper fixated.
Sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. Usually we're much better in the chat, but we have gotten
We're
hyper fixated to the max.
Yes. Podcast listeners are listening right now. Like, bro, y'all need to wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Wrap this show up.
All right. Come on. I need to see this. You're like freaking out.
Hang on. Let me take this. Okay, I might have to do it on my home screen. Hang on. Because I don't know how. I was trying to like throw them both into like paint.
2 hours later.
2 hours later. 1 year later.
I'm finna pull up Dreamlight Valley.
Do not. Give me 1 second. Do not, because we'll lose you forever. Keep your brain in this. Gotta keep your head into the game. Keep your head in the game. You know, like High School Musical?
I'm dead. Yes, I know.
Don't leave us yet.
The 4
I've got
is
the
what's
tea.
getting me.
Nope. I've got you.
She's like,
now that I look at this up close, I feel like I've gaslit all of you.
oh.
I've gaslit you all. I'm sorry. Hang on. It just look... Okay, I'm just gonna show you what I was looking at. Do you have a TikTok? What are you messing with that's making that noise?
You can hear that? Holy cow.
No. Take a look at these.
I feel like anyone can write a 2 like that. There's no way you made me wait for that. That was the most underwhelming shit. Oh my gosh. She
The
said,
funny
hold
thing
on.
was...
I've cracked the
Wait,
case.
the funny thing was 2 and 2 were really going for me, and then I said, "Oh my gosh, I cracked it!" And then when I put them together, I said, "I just gaslit." I'm so sorry.
That's going on TikTok. That's going on the TikTok. Let me see if I can clip that real quick.
I have gaslit okay, he's innocent. I mean, there's nothing else we can see.
Hold on, I'm trying to clip this on Twitch real quick because that was so funny.
Stop. Oh, this is exactly what I was looking for. Please stop. Don't laugh at me. That's what I it was a joke, you know, like
My dad laughing.
listen. Okay, look at this now.
No, she's
I
finna
don't
pull
know
up
what it
another
means.
2. No way, you're gonna pull anything else.
I'm not.
up.
I promise. No. Look at this. Someone actually did the work for us.
Hold on.
Oops.
What are you doing?
No.
We're just tired. This is Midnight Talks, y'all.
When we say midnight talk, hang on, it's right
Girl.
here now.
If you pull up another
No,
2.
actually believe me. No, actually believe me. Okay, someone did the work. Look at this. So I guess this is from the thing, and this is they're comparing the 2s. Look, it was like me. S 1. Look at all this.
It's so
You see
hard
this?
to see. Sorry, hold on. Can you link it to me? Like, drop it in
Yeah.
chat?
You're gonna have to scroll down though.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Not people in the chat leaving. I'm sorry, chat. We
We
tried.
invested.
It says, here's another handwriting sample of Bruce Ivans. This one discussing the planned visit by the former, I'm gonna butcher that name, associate being supplied virulent aims in early May 1998.
It's the ones, bro. The ones. The Y.
What'd I tell ya?
9. It was just hard. No, it was really hard to see.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
Chat, you can click that link if you can see
the
it.
6 is crazy, too.
And look at the A and the M. How it does that.
Wait.
They like try to correct, but
You're silly. Whose name does that say? That's one of the Al Qaeda guys that I was listening about. Muhammad Atta. Go back. Go down. Look. The guy's name that they're comparing it to.
Well, how come they said, here's another handwriting symbol of Bruce Ivans?
I don't know. Silly. But he was one of the guys that was being accused about the anthrax that was found in 2001.
Oh, it's him then. These literally compare and add up. Y'all don't ask me for no investigation work.
She said, my investigation work is sloppy.
I
No,
have
joking.
redacted helping you guys.
No, because I kept reading it. I was like, where is Bruce's name on this? And I was like, wait, it's that Muhammad Atta guy.
That's what those people that's what they said in the website. That wasn't me, okay? Just
You
know
were
that.
gaslit. It's okay.
I didn't.
It's Shay
I was
gaslighting us.
I gaslit y'all, and then I got
You-
gaslit.
I clipped that shit, so it'll be on our stream now. It's so funny.
Jill,
It's funny. The two. You're like,
I said I got 2 and 2.
Y'all, I got the best thing since sliced bread.
I was like, I'm changing your life. I'm like changing your life. Like, I've got
Life-changing.
this in the bag. I should call the FBI now and crack the case open. Well, it wouldn't even be cracking the case open because, like, it's closed. But
This is what.
listen,
Hold on. This is what you served us. I'm gonna show you really quick. Sorry.
oh my, you're gonna freaking roast me.
This is what you served us. Nothing.
I'm gonna. I can't. Stop. No, I had a good intention.
Oh gosh, it's so funny. I'm gonna clip that.
Never
too.
mention this to anyone. All of you are getting an NDA. Non-disclosure agreement. Y'all can't never talk about this again.
I clipped that one too for the channel.
Oh my god.
It's so funny. Oh my gosh.
This is me being made a fool of.
You can
Chat.
clip me later. So funny. Okay.
What were you made a fool of?
Not I have my moments. I have my moments.
Oh wait.
When I've embarrassed myself on here before.
You probably don't even remember. That's how non-embarrassed you actually were. Yep, exactly.
I don't know.
You literally don't even.
When
You literally.
when have you embarrassed yourself on the podcast besides this very moment? Exactly. Can't think of one.
I mean, I guess there's a first for everything. I really thought them twos were doing something, okay? That's what them FBI said. They said, twos, he's out of here. That's what they said. They were going along with me. So, I mean, I'm just as smart as an FBI agent. I guess. 1 + 2 = 3. Stop. Look at the sad plates. So sad.
It is a sad plate. Why is it a sad plate?
Or nor.
Why are all the plates? Where is it?
Lisa, can I have some more? It's giving that down to the bottom. Look at his hand.
Oh my gosh, why is his thumbs?
Look at that one with the hands. Look, you gotta go over.
Which one?
Please, sir, can I have some more? You were just by it. No, not that. What's that? No!
This is so funny.
That's my face. That
Oh,
man was my face.
hold on.
Uncomical.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, I know that one that you're talking about. I saw that one. Where'd it go?
Uncomical. I'm not happy.
Anyway, that's what it's serving. Nothing. I'm sorry. I'm just roasting shit at this point. I'm just being really silly. But
I hope you're ready.
or
for
nothing.
That's what I should have said.
We should just use that audio over this.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you guys. I really thought I was onto something, and then I realized it was nothing. And then I'd already gaslit y'all so hard that I had to show it anyway.
You were like, wait,
and I've
but there's
embarrassed myself.
more.
I've embarrassed myself for the sake of the podcast, and it's okay as long as y'all subscribe. Like, you know. I'll do it again someday, so just subscribe so that you can, like, you know, stay in the loop of my
That is
embarrassment
so
life.
funny. That is so funny.
If you clip me one more time, we're gonna have a problem.
I'm not clipping you or nothing.
I'm not clipping.
I'm not clipping.
That's a clip. Clip my face. Like, I don't believe it.
You want me
You
to
hear
clip,
me?
You want me to clip that?
No, please don't. I'm done with my embarrassment for tonight.
You're welcome.
Okay, you guys, I'm sorry for keeping y'all so long. We're crazy. We really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed this episode, though. I think it was, I wouldn't say fun because like it sucks that like these things happen, but also like it was kind of cool because it's definitely something we've never done before, and I would definitely like to do something like this again. So we'll probably keep it up on the wheel and see if fate wants us to have it again.
I think it was more fun on the detective side where we're like actually Googling and like looking at things and taking the time to research and look at it. It was really difficult to actually listen and hear the information and try to really digest it and understand it yourself. Especially like, wow, after 9/11, this thing with anthrax is happening and causing more of a crazy scare to people and shutting down like mailing offices. And then for your story, like a family lost their son. So it's just really sad. Just pray for the US. I mean, I pray for the world, period. But, you know, pray that the truth comes out and that they find out about their son.
Yes, absolutely. Again, I will be putting the Facebook link for Bryce's Facebook that his parents run. And if you want to go look at information or support them, or if you have tips, again, all the information will be on there. But I just pray for his family and for him if he's still out there. You never know. Honestly, you always gotta have hope, even if in the end, like it doesn't work out. Like you just gotta hold on to that. You know, that's all you got in the end.
I was like, did you almost reference Linkin Park? My brain was like, are you quoting Linkin Park?
Oh, I'm not gonna break out in song. I'm trying really hard not to. I don't want to hurt the ears of the listeners.
That's valid.
Any more than I already have.
I felt that. But it was a good episode, for sure.
Yeah, it was really good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the banter. I enjoyed me being super stupid over S's.
Sorry.
Or no, there were twos. They weren't even S's.
I won't do that next time. I just thought it was really funny to clip it.
No, I love it. Keep it going. I'm messing with you. If you go and clip it, shoot, we better get some some laughs. 2 views. I'm just joking.
Please, guys, do not forget about that giveaway that is going on our TikTok, midnighttalks.thepodcast. It's the first thing you'll see on our TikTok account. We're giving away 6 different items. Comment your favorite midnight snack. Follow us on TikTok. And please follow us on Spotify. I'd appreciate that. Shay would too.
Yeah, Spotify, honestly, Apple does us dirty. So you know, we really love Spotify. So go follow us on there.
I love Spotify.
We also have a YouTube as well. If you go to our Spotify, our link tree is down in the description below, so you can click on that, see all of our social media, and follow us over there. But yeah, I had a great time praying for everyone, and I love you guys so much, and I hope you have a great night.
Thank you. Bye.